This is Nana from Medina Talk Yabi.
Hey guys, this is Denise from Medina Talks Yabi.
Tune in every week for the jokes, laughs,
And great vibes.
and serious matters.
My lovely
Hey V,
friends. Uncle Nana,
you're right, yeah.
I'm good. How are you?
Yeah, I'm okay, I'm alright, I'm okay.
How was work today?
Yeah, work hasn't been too bad, I mean, just taking time where I can, to signing things off and everything. But
How's the
apart from
grandparents?
that,
They good?
I'm okay, I'm okay. Just yeah, my flight, everything's is happening next week, so 17th I'll be out of here.
Okay.
Yeah,
They're
17th I'll
gonna
be
be
out.
fine. Are
Huh?
they coming back over here?
Yeah. So it'll be the 17th, and then hopefully to come back with them, say mid, like maybe the Wednesday or the Thursday. So yeah. I just wanted to be in and out. So yeah, it's been okay though, but a little bit stressful, but it is what it is, isn't it? Nature of the beast, isn't it?
I hear that. They'll be good.
Yeah,
And
yeah, yeah.
Ghana.
Yeah, but it won't be for
It won't be for
won't be for long. People trust me, it won't be for long. But I just to be like in and out, just because of like family stuff in it. So yeah, I'll be in and out, in and out.
I hear that. Well, today,
Mm-hmm.
Uncle, we're gonna be talking about Hey Hawk. We're gonna be talking about Tion
Yeah,
versus Lani Good, the battle of the liar.
right.
Uncle, what do you think? We've all seen it. You've all seen what's going on. I'm listening at work, tapping away, trying to answer calls and deal with the clients. I'm listening to
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
voice notes. I'm thinking, what is going on? What are
The
you telling me?
the thing is, it's
I don't
interesting.
imagine.
It's
Me-
interesting, because I mean, I've been seeing them both. They've both been going back and forth. In terms of um, the financial stuff and the emotions and the feelings. It's hard to kind of pinpoint who's actually lying because they both actually got receipts on each other. So it's difficult, really. Obviously, I think Lani is definitely a lot more emotional than he is, and when I was listening to her voice notes, I mean, she was saying a lot of deep things. I mean, she mentioned about how she wanted him to get her pregnant and all those sorts of
that's
things
not
there.
that's not deep things. That's not. That's crazy.
Yeah, no, but the reason why I'm gonna say deep is because
Too much.
like, I think in terms of her, um, I actually think she's really, really hurt, and I think with how she's on social media, I mean, she may or may not admit it, but I think um she's presenting as someone who's actually really, really hurt. You know what I'm going to say to you? Very, very hurt. Um, I think she's got deep feelings for him. I know she said it, but I think those feelings are very much still there. You know what I mean? And what's happening is that in terms of how he's responding, I think he's a lot more measured in his response. You know what I'm going to say to you? Whereas she's very much like, I've got important information and all these sorts of things. Yeah, so she's very, very. It's hard because they're both doing the most.
But do you know what though? Okay, so she's really hurt, whatnot and stuff. Okay, cool.
Mm.
He allegedly stole 8K. Okay, cool. Right. Thank you, Charlene. She does seem obsessed. And let me tell you the reason why. She said, yeah, in one of her voice notes saying, you have sex with these other girls. Why won't you have sex with me? So does that indicate that he's never actually had sex with her? Were they ever in a relationship? And he was 21. He's now what, 26, 27?
Mm.
So how is she hurt? The fact is the 8K watch missing, or whatever it was, the gift or whatever, or she hurt that he's not giving her the attention that she wants. I feel she's an attention seeker, and I think she might have a bit of an issue, like mentally, because I don't think anyone in the same mind frame, especially if they wasn't in a relationship with the person, and they never had sex with the person, it just seems like he was linking her, like what most guys would do. You know, you link someone.
So they're just beating.
It seemed like he didn't. It seemed, well, from when she said, "Yeah, why you always have like you go? Why won't you ever have sex with me? Like you having sex with all these other girls. Why won't you have sex with me?" That seems like it was just like he was just playing her around. They never fucked. They weren't in a relationship. He was just one girl that he might be boopsing. Now my question is, so I'm very like, even though yeah we're team girls and whatever, but I definitely agree with what Zizi said. Let's all have the same energy when women are out here boopsing guys.
The thing is, you know what, and yeah, because I know she came for Zizi, and what you're saying, I agree with you. Now, the thing is, yeah, the same energy that Lani's talking about is of what she's gone through with Tion. Yeah, what Z said is true, and I think the reason why that Lani had a problem with it and why some women have a problem with it because like I keep saying it a lot of times. Yeah, the way how this world's depicted sometimes, the world's depicted that I think men carry themselves in a certain way. Actually, maybe women cannot match that. But the reality is that women can actually match what men do in certain contexts, can. And I think that's what Zizi Mills was actually trying to say. And I got what Zizi was saying.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And I think obviously that same energy, that same energy also, it needs to kind of be not reciprocated, but it needs to be kind of like, actually it's a lot more accountability. You know what I mean? And I think Z's actually placing it on Lani now. Whether Lani is accepting that what Lizzie Z is saying, I don't think that
she's not.
She's not
not even dissing Lani at all.
Yeah, she's not. And I think with Lani, like my views, I think they were like my thing is, I think they were beaten. I think they were beaten. And I think she wanted more with Tion. He didn't give her more than that. And obviously she's responded in a way whereby she's hurt in it. Do you know what I'm trying to say?
8 years.
But I think how she's going about it, it is not the right way. And as you said, a lot of people might be thinking, does she actually need help? Because if say for example, like I said, I wasn't really into what goes on social media, all sorts of things. Some people might go and say, actually, you know what? She actually does, as you said, she does need some form of help. Do you know what I mean? Because she's acting very, very, very kind of like with impulse. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and I don't think that.
No.
Yeah.
Didn't. Sorry. She started his name.
Yeah, and I don't think she's really thinking. And if what Sure Thing Mayne said is true, that if she if she did tap his name on her form, then like I said, and yeah, she's hurt.
Do you know what I really think it is? Like, let's just be real. Right, so this happened years ago. So how old is Tion? He's 27, so it happened 6-7 years ago, however years ago. Now, we can all see, I didn't know nothing about Tion. Tion's near enough our age. He's only he probably was around, but he's only
Lani's young.
now.
How old is she? She's 21.
Lani's like nearly 30. I think Lani's older than us.
Is she?
Lani's like a big woman. Like, that's what people kept saying. Like, they're like, "Wow, you're a big ass woman." Like, and that's what I can't.
Yeah,
really
because
like, you hear this though. This is like I can't really comprehend. Like, if Tion Wayne didn't have the status that he had now, as he's getting big and he's with all these girls, would she have done the same thing? Why couldn't she have done that 3 years ago, 4 years ago? Is it the fact that now he's getting worldwide status? Then things are coming out. And all the girls want to jump out. But hold on. If Tion Wayne was just a regular guy, we wouldn't know about Tion Wayne.
Well, this is it, really. Sorry, I'm just a bit shocked.
She's 32. Sorry. Come on.
No, but this is what I'm trying to say. This is the reason why I'm shocked, because I'm just seeing Blue
she's
Channel.
Older than us.
Miss Lane, she's 32.
She's
but
32.
Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I wouldn't have known.
because she's
Okay, not in a
immature.
bad way, but that's not. But I'm not expecting a 32-year-old woman to carry herself like that.
She's older than bloody what's the other girl? She's older than what's the other girl? Yasmin, and Yasmin shows more maturity than her. She's even older than Esther. And
How old is Jasmine? Is Jasmine what, 20?
she's 27. I think
But
Esther's
she
30.
carries herself
She's
as a lot more
32.
mature.
I thought, yeah, that Lani was the same. Like when I first saw her on the TV, like on the on the YouTube on Backchat, yeah, I thought she's the same age as Nunu. Nunu's a young. She's like 23.
That's what I thought.
But I thought she's 30. I did not know she was 32. She's heading towards 40. No, she's not really heading towards 40. But this is, it's definitely 100% challenge. It's definitely for clout. I don't understand all these receipts. Like, what actually happened? Did she not? She's got all these investigation letters and names crossed out or whatever. Was anything pursued? Did she get?
And also on top of that, I mean, because she went through a great deal. Even I think I saw something where, correct me if I'm wrong, people, but she went and said she went and said how she downloaded was it an app, she spent money on an app to get the old iPhone messages, something like that. Like, correct me if I'm wrong, guys. Maybe I'm wrong, but I saw something that said, oh, that she went and she downloaded an app to get old iPhone messages and all those sorts of things. So I mean, if she is 32, I don't know her age, but if she's 32, I'm not expecting a 32-year-old to be coming out and doing all the receipts and all those sorts of things there. Do you know what I mean?
10 years later.
Yeah, and it goes back to what you're saying. It goes back to what you're saying, you know, that if he wasn't who he is, would she come out and do it? But, you know, would she come out and really go do that?
Yeah, like, she's really trying to dig this guy and, like, diss him so much. He did this, but she wants to have a baby with him. What? But she doesn't. I mean, she wants to raise a child by herself, but I just want a baby from you. That doesn't sound like what a normal person would say. A lot of girls do it, don't get me wrong, because they're just messed up in the head. But she is just on another level. I was literally, the whole time, I was like, my hands over my mouth. I was like, oh my gosh, like, is she really doing this? Like, I think some things she just unsaid.
But you know what? Yeah, on a deeper frequency though, because I mean, like I said, I'm not defending anybody, but I know she's taken quite a lot of abuse and all those sorts of things. Yeah. So on a deeper frequency, do you think that actually maybe this is going to be like a moment for her where actually, you know what, she will need to go counselling and get the professional support she needs? Because, and like I said, I mean, it takes a lot to be that angry on social media. And now, I do agree with everybody in the room that, you know, I think it's very childish. You know, I think to carry on like that for your age, it's not appropriate for you to go and do that. And I think obviously when the situation happened, when the situation happened, there and then, you've got to go and, you know, go and address it. But I think for me, my advice, you know, if I was to go give her advice, I would be saying to her, you know, that I think, you know, counselling, or you need somewhere to kind of air this out, because it's just coming across because they've been going back and forth quite a bit, so it's coming across as very, very toxic.
Melissa Lee, 100%. Because this all came out. I don't know about this whole smash and pass. What's this? Do you know this? Does anyone know about this smash and pass?
I'm not sure about this smash and pass.
Because this all stemmed from smash and pass. She had beef with Miss R Fabulous, and all of this is stemming from smash and pass. Who did the smash and pass thing? Was it the females or was it the guys? And why is everyone so upset about smash and pass? Someone has to get passed. I'm sorry.
But Venice, but you know, I mean, even if we take ourselves out of all this thing and situation about smash and pass and everything, you know, I've said it before. You know, I've said it before that the reality is that, you know, and I agree, comments in the room have been, you know what, some of it is to do with you know, clout and all those sorts of things. But the reality is that it's the age in which how people are kind of dealing with things. And I think a lot of people are going to social media and airing out their dirty laundry, and it's getting
Trust
people to
me.
be talking, and it's not something that's healthy, and that's the reason why for me, seeing how both of them have gone about it. I mean, Tion, in his responses, he's been a lot more calmer and reserved. Out of the two,
He's
he
trying to
seems to be a
defend
lot
himself.
more.
I'm
Yeah,
not picking up to
he,
him, but he's like anyone.
yeah,
I would do
he
that. If
seems
someone's
to be
trying
a
to
lot
get
more
at me, I'm gonna
measured,
get at you.
but I think the way she's presented it and said, "Oh, I've got important information and all this and all that,"
He did the whole
it's
3 minute
not
song with the
it's not
chorus, only
necessary.
the chorus. What was that about? A 3 minute song, and you're not actually listening to that song because I thought there's gonna be something more. The three
To be
minutes
honest
of
with
that
you,
song
V,
was the
I'll be
chorus.
honest with you. Even when I saw the tune, yeah, I got to admit, I didn't listen to it because I saw the video and I saw how she was playing. I was like, you know what, nah, it's not even worth my time. And it's not to be disrespectful towards Lani, but I think in general, our generation, let's just say, we're in our, and I'm just putting it out there because we've got most people in here, we're all adults in it, but we're in our 20s, late 20s, going into our 30s, yeah. I would expect that where we are in our lives right now, we don't need to be going and resorting to this kind of behavior. It's not really appropriate. You know what I mean?
It's not. And you know what? This is how I know I think this is all like a joke or something, because if it was something like that, it was that detrimental, that detrimental and that serious to somebody, you wouldn't then joke around and make a song about it and then try and get serious about it after.
This is
It
what I'm
doesn't
gonna
make
say. Yeah,
sense
you
because
wouldn't.
you're antagonized. I got a bad boy piece of information.
That's what I'm trying to
But really,
say.
truly, that information has no benefits to anyone. But you,
It's got
I'm sorry, that
it's got the relevance.
sincerely,
It's got
what
no relevance at all.
no
Yeah,
benefits. No
yeah, it's got
benefits
no
to you
relevance,
or no one.
and she had dealt with it. But for
Deal
me,
with it professionally.
yeah, but for me, whether Tion is lying or whether she's lying or not, all those sorts of things, I just think she's doing she is doing a lot. You know what I'm saying? And I think Tion is defending himself, and like I said, it's not about me defending him, but from what I can see, he just defended himself. Do you know what I'm gonna say? Showing the voice notes and how she's responding, but. I think she is doing a lot, and she's going to do a lot of damage to herself if she doesn't rein it in. And I think she doesn't like what Zizi Mills said. And I'll be honest with you, a lot of people don't like what Zizi Mills said because Zizi Mills gives, in my view, the real McCoy. She gives
Yeah.
the pros and the cons, and I think what Zizi Mills does is that she challenges women to be a lot more accountable. That's why Lani didn't like it.
Yeah.
Yeah, Lani doesn't like it, and a lot of women don't like what Zizi has to say. But Zizi Mills challenges women to be a lot more accountable for their own behavior, to be a lot more responsible. The same way with men,
Yeah, no,
so I'm trying to say to you, and I agree with Shaw Thing, man, that he shouldn't threaten her. With news. I think there's certain situations where, as a man, you've got to take the moral high ground, even if a woman is being stupid. There's a time where, but actually, you know what, you have to let it go. Do you know what I mean? It doesn't mean you're any less of a man, but it just means that you have enough respect for yourself actually to not go low. Do you know what I'm trying to say to you? You've all got a duty of care for yourself to be responsible. So he doesn't need to go and do that. But if she is going to be doing what she's doing, my thing is, whether you're a woman or not, if you are going to be serving something in a man's court, and that's what some women need to understand. Yeah, some women need to understand that not all men have this chivalry thing about them, where it's like, you know what, just because you're a woman, yeah, doesn't mean that I'm gonna go and let things go. Some men are like, you know what, woman or not, I'm gonna give you what you're giving me. Do you know what I'm gonna say to you? So I agree with what Shaw Thing Main is saying, but at the same time though, if she's going to be doing that and sending receipts, you got to be prepared what's going to come with it.
100%. And this is like all females. Just know who you send the nudes to.
Exactly.
Like, I don't know. Like, I feel like females these days, like not all of them, obviously, but like I feel like we don't think before we do things. We just do things, and I feel like I don't know. I feel like probably in the next couple days or whatever, Lani's gonna feel like, actually, do you know what? Was this actually worth it? Like, was this actually worth it?
But that's what I'm saying. No, like, no, I understand.
You had it legally. Like, I mean, for me, I don't. Like, that's not one. I would handle everything legally.
That's what I'm trying to say. Yeah, I
Like,
mean, there are other routes and other channels you can go by, but I think
she effed
I
up,
think a lot of the time we get drawn in to the social media world, and we lose our sense and we forget. Actually, you know what? There's other ways and other routes that we can deal with it.
You know,
You
that can
know,
affect a case, right? When you have a case against someone and you start advertising out like that, that can affect her case if she's got a case against him.
yeah,
If
it
there's
can
even
affect the
a
case.
case,
It can,
even
yeah,
if there's
yeah, yeah.
even a case.
I agree. It can affect the case, you know. But in terms of who's lying, the thing is, they both got like in terms of evidence wise, they both there's truths to what they both based on what they've posted. Do you know what I mean? So you know, it's hard to say.
But where's the evidence of Lani of him taking the 8K? There's no, like, I don't know what. Where's the actual
I couldn't
evidence
see
of
the eight.
that?
I couldn't unless I'm blind.
I
I
couldn't
couldn't
get
see the
evidence.
evidence.
I couldn't, like, I'm looking. I'm just seeing. There's papers that says fraud. There's no name, no nothing. Like there's nothing to indicate what would that. There's nothing to indicate what, like, there's not even saying anything about a watch. There's not even saying, there's no like actual receipt. Actually, I bought this, or like she's got all the text messages in the world, but not the text message saying, oh yeah, here's the watch that you asked for. Where's my money?
And you
Like, do
know
you get
what?
what
I
I'm
mean,
from? Like,
and you know what?
all
This
of
is
that.
another thing as well. And you know what? And I'm glad we're talking about this, you know, because this is another thing as well that I have to say about relationships and all these sorts of things. If 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 you're caught, I'm going to use the professional term in it because I'm going to do that. If you're courting somebody, yeah, if you're courting somebody and all those sorts of things, yeah. What I don't get about our generation, and it doesn't happen all the time, but the sense whereby we're going and it's that we're buying, is that we're trying to buy love, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You know, whether it's happened years ago or not, but we're trying to buy people's feelings and all those sorts of things. And for me, that is quite sad. Whether it's 8K Lamborghini or whatever, or watch and this and this and this and this and this, yeah. If you're interested in someone, if you're gonna go and do something and buy it, yeah. If you buy it and they don't reciprocate it, then do you know what it is? You have to take that. That's what I'm trying to say to you. But it's not for you to go and use it. That's what I'm trying to say. You
Because
know.
someone doesn't want to talk to you anymore. It happens.
Yeah,
It happens.
I mean, it does happen, and you know what?
People
It
are
hurts.
married
Don't get me wrong, yeah.
and they
It
get
hurts
divorced,
when,
and the woman keeps the house or the man keeps the house.
yeah,
It's life.
like that's what I'm
Do you
saying,
get where I'm from?
and it hurts. You know, unfortunately, I'm not gonna say that you know it don't hurt. It hurts. It hurts when you know you're invested in someone. You might just buy them the odd gift here and there to be like, oh, you know what? I show my appreciation. It don't manifest nowhere, and then you know how things end. It ends bad, innit? I can understand. I can understand where that hurts, but it's about a lot of it, and I know it's hard to say, and people might go and say, "Well, nah, don't say," but it's about maturity. You know what I'm just saying, like
Yeah.
experience is the best teacher. So you would know actually, no, I'm not gonna go and do something like that again because I realize that actually if I go and do that, in the future, I may end up in the same thing. Do you know what I mean? But
Was it a
right,
gift? Was it? Do you know if it was a gift?
I wasn't sure it was a gift or not, but even like that, even like that about stuff like that, like I keep saying it all the time. You don't need. I say less is more. So there's no need for you to go and buy the most expensive gift for someone, or
You
you know what I'm
can't.
saying? Like less is more. Do you know what I mean? You
Yeah.
know, and if you go and buy something, yeah, it doesn't work. Own it. Like you have to own it. Do you know what I'm saying? You know.
No, 100%. You're breaking up a lot, you know.
Yeah, can you hear me now? Yeah.
You look a bit fuzzy, but yeah.
Yeah, and I'm saying just own it. Really, I know it's difficult. I know it's hard. Do you know what I mean? But own it sometimes, innit? Own it and learn from it.
No, 100%. Because it's like I've been in a relationship where I would buy, like, I spent like £50 on a bunch of socks, and I don't spend, but that's a lot of money. And then we don't talk no more. I'm not gonna go back. Oh, give me back those socks. She seems like the kind of person, if it was a gift, but because I bought it for you, you need to give it back. To be fair, yeah, like, this is where you spend beyond your means. You got out a loan. You was on a 22K job a year. You got out a loan to pay for an 8K
Right.
watch before you even put that down on a deposit. You could have used that 8K to go and put your put deposit on the house, but you chose to buy next man,
But
not your boyfriend, an £8,000 watch.
That's what I'm saying, V. Because that's what I'm saying. Because unfortunately, I'm not saying our generation, but like the way in which our generation is right now, yeah, a lot of people invest on relationships, you know, but they forget about their own futures too. You know what I'm trying to say to you? And relationships, I'm not, you
Yeah.
know, relationships come and go depending on the individual. If you find one and it lasts, then well done. But when you're seeing someone and dating someone, don't go beyond your means because you want that person so much. Do you know what I'm trying to say? Because what will happen is
You need to get the internet.
yeah, I know. I need to. It's my internet. I know, but I'm just saying. But don't ever go beyond your means. Oh, don't ever go beyond your means because you want someone so much. If you are seeing someone or you're in a relationship with somebody, I always believe that, you know, less is more. So you don't always have to do the biggest things to have the
You got stigmatized.
What is that?
She got stigmatized. That's what she got.
Yeah. And just be
She
honest
got
about it.
stigmatized.
Yeah, do you know what I'm gonna say to you? But honestly, V, I think for me, I think if Lani's gonna deal with it the legal route. If you're not gonna deal with it, let it go and leave it.
But this is the exactly same thing what I literally was telling you on Thursday, right? People are just getting dumber and dumber as the years go on. Because it's just like, wow, like the whole John Legend and Christy situation, this is like Instagram, social media is literally like, it seems like this is like, we live through that.
But that's what I'm saying, you know. So yeah,
and it's terrible. It's terrible.
it is. It is terrible, you know. It is. It's terrible, you know. Yeah, it's because of both of them. I don't know. I mean,
And I
for
feel
me,
like
I just hope.
we're not teaching them.
No, we're not. But in terms of both of them, I just hope, you know, they settle their issues, you know, and take things from there and just let it go really and end things.
No, I hear that. But on another note, what Cax is saying, Mr. Jim guy, what are you saying about pure Jim?
To be honest with you,
what was the slogan? What was the slogan again? My friend was reading.
So the slogan was to do with obviously Black History Month.
Slavery was hard, but this is harder.
Yeah. Now, to be honest with you, obviously my gym is the gym group, so they didn't do it. But
yeah,
Pure
and
Gym did
I'm
it.
the gym group as well.
Yeah,
It's one franchise though.
Yeah. But I think it is absolutely disgraceful to make such a boo-boo like that. They have no leg to stand on. There's nothing Pure Gym can say at all. Even if they've apologized.
Hold on. No. Your time frame is really slow, you know. Say hi. Say something.
Hi.
All right. Come off and come back on.
All right.
I don't know if that was just me, but when he was talking, it was best slow. But who has a Pure Gym membership? And what are you doing? Are you going to change gyms? Are you going to carry on going? I just think like, wow. They try to do, for me, I feel like they're doing that for branding, 100% doing it for branding. I just think a lot of people do things for clout. And to be fair, when people do stupid things like that, it actually brings more people in. Yeah, Karen, say something.
What? Can you hear me now? Yeah.
Yeah.
I think for me, just because I'm conscious at the time, yeah. I think for me, V, to be honest with you, they've got no excuse whatsoever. Branding or no branding, system error or not, with everything that's gone on this year, like that is,
LOL.
it's the most dumbest move and schoolboy error you could ever make. You can't justify that.
That's not an error. That's just someone being. Do you know what?
Yeah.
Do you know
But
what? We
because
go
they
Black
said,
History.
in their
Slavery
post,
was hard,
it's unacceptable.
but this is going to be harder. This workout's going to be harder.
Yeah, no, you can't.
400 years of slavery of getting whipped and killed.
You cannot
Crocodile
go.
What
Yeah,
the hell?
this is what I'm trying to say. You know what, Venice? I'll be honest with you. Like,
It
you
doesn't even
see
surprise me. That's the
everything
man.
that's going on. You see everything that's going on this year. Yeah. Like I said, I'm not gonna be surprised.
Did you just spot?
What? Huh?
Did you just spot?
No. What I was gonna say is that with everything that's going on this year, yeah, I won't be surprised. Like, I can't explain it. Why would you go do that?
I'm telling you, no, I'm not surprised. Like
Oh
literally,
shit, it's my bed actually.
if someone
I'm
told me
sorry.
something, yeah, that is like that would have been out of the ordinary 5 years ago, I would be like, oh my gosh. If there was zombies that was running out on the road, I'd be like, well, come on, it was bound to happen. Like in this day and age, nothing can surprise me.
No, guys,
I'm
it's
telling
actually my
you.
bed, isn't it? Honestly, it was my bed. Yeah, sorry, guys.
It's your
No.
bed that farted, didn't it? Yeah.
Yeah, no, you
I
know
was
it was my bed. Yeah, it's the board, isn't it? Yeah,
I'm
sorry
just
about that, guys.
no.
Yeah, no, sorry,
You
guys,
know,
isn't it? It's the board, isn't it? How am I gonna
that's
go
like
and
my
let
real
wind
fart.
off on the gram? Come on, man. Anyway.
Real fart, man. It's fine.
Yeah.
But when it even
See, that's the.
no, that's a different type of noise, man.
No.
Like, a muffling noise.
It's
It was
the board, isn't it? Trust me.
was
Trust me,
it-
yeah. How's man gonna go? You think how's man gonna go and let wind off on the gram? Come on, man. What is this?
No, it's not. It's only a fart.
Huh?
It's
No.
only
But I
a
wouldn't
fart.
go and do that. Not on the thing. But anyway.
I've run off my toilet and come back. It's cool.
Yeah. But if I'm gonna go and do doo-doo, yeah, I swear I'll say V. Can I just go and do my doo-doo and then come back in it? So yeah.
That's too funny.
But
But
anyway.
literally, nothing can surprise me.
Mm.
I wasn't even surprised. I can't lie.
It's so bad. I mean, I've got nothing to say. I've got nothing to say. I think with everything that's gone on, and you know, with how sensitive this year has been, why would you go and do that? You know what I mean?
No, I hate that. Like, why should I?
What was the matter?
Nothing. Looking at the emoji, but yeah.
Yeah.
What do you call it? Yeah, like I said, what they could have done was Black History Month. We're giving everyone a 10% discount.
Yeah, but instead you want to go and advertise something like that
and say that slavery was hard, but this is. But do you know what it is though? When my friend was telling me about that, yeah, and I was like, right, is it like? I'm not gonna lie, I wasn't even like, I had no, not to say like, oh, I'm like upset or whatever. I just had, there was just nothing. Like, okay, cool.
Yeah, it wasn't anything. Yeah,
got, like to the point that you can't teach someone that wants to be ignorant. Do you get where I'm coming from? You can't.
You can't.
If someone is ignorant and they want to be that way, then it is what it is, man. Like, it's not surprising to me. Like, if someone else died by the knee on the neck, which they have been doing after thing, it's not surprising to me because that's just how the world is running.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it and then I was like, "You're not taking the piss." And then after I was like, "You know what? Why am I shocked?"
Yeah, it's not even shocking anymore. It's not even shocking.
Yeah.
And stuff, and people will go, but they will still go to Pure Gym. I'm telling you, like, and I bet you any money, yeah, they will have an incline in people going to the gym because that's what they call branding. That's how it works.
Yeah. No, I hear you.
And a rougher people will come and let me just sign up. They'll put £5 for the month. After doing that, we're so sorry, we'll do it down to £5.
And people will still go, yeah.
So many people will join because it's only £5 and they will stay there. Even when it goes up to £18.99, they will still stay. They're not going to cancel their gym membership. And that is how it works. Literally, that is how it works.
They're going to keep the members, trust me, they will.
So they knew what they was doing. They knew. They're very calculated. They know putting something like that is going to vex people. Do you get where I'm coming from? And what is that the black people will get angry. Like the racist white people will be like, oh, well, there's nothing to be, upset about. Like, they want to teach us how to do blah blah blah, and then this goes all around again, and everyone's trying to loop. Leave me out.
Yeah, I
just went fun. That's it. Like,
I mean, yeah, there's been a lot of messed up things going on, but I'm not going to be angry anymore, not talk, because at the end of the day, it is what it is, isn't it? But
it's wasting
I
too
think
much of my
sometimes
energy.
with
I just
everything that's
can't
going
be
on,
bothered. The way people are moving these days, yeah, I cannot, like, I don't even want to breathe the same air as people. It's got to that stage.
Yeah. I know.
I need to be on a whole
It's
other
a very,
planet.
it's I don't know. Yeah, man, it's messed up in it. But
like, people are just going. Like, remember, I told you there's a movie. I'm going to see if I can get it, yeah. And I told you last Thursday, yeah, that this guy put himself to sleep for thousands of years and woke up, yeah, and it's like everyone, it was like they were still maneuvering how we were, but there was just dumb. Like, in the next 100 years, people are just going to be dumb.
yeah, 100%, yeah.
Like,
people really need to use this year, 2020 year, to really reflect and think about what they're going to do differently next year. Really, you know.
Same thing that they say every single December the 31st. Oh, this is what I'm going to do different, and it all just goes downhill.
It is, yeah,
Just
no, it's
do
true.
what you do. I feel like people just talk too much and they don't do. Just do
Yeah,
it.
no. Honestly, you know, but what can you do in it? But that's the way the world is, isn't it? You know. So
I know,
yeah.
like, I'm just trying to, like, I don't know, man. It's just mad. That when I see certain things online, yeah, and I was like, do you know what? Let me go and comment and chill. I was like, do you know, I can't be bothered. I actually just can't be bothered.
Yeah, you got
Like,
just keep yourself into the way you're at. You know what I mean? So yeah.
Like, I could just see me just slowly just moving on social media because I was like, do you know what? Not knowing anything is probably the best thing ever because you're just living in your bubble.
It's better, you know. It's better not to know too much, and then obviously just kind of protect yourself. Do you know what I mean? No, it's
100%.
true. It's true, you know. It's
Man.
true. Yeah.
It's
But
mad.
well,
It's mad.
yeah. Well. Let's just see how things play out with Tion and Lani in it. Like I'm just gonna let's see how things. Actually, no, I might just switch off in it, and why am I even get myself drawn in? But let me just switch off.
If I'm not gonna lie, look at it on one because you know Tion was supposed to have something at 8:00. He's gonna go on live on Instagram or something.
Yeah.
But I didn't see nothing. But I don't know.
I need to know as well, to be honest with you. Yeah, I need to know as well. But let's just see how it plays out in it, and then hopefully they get to a peaceful resolution.
They're gonna be no peaceful resolution. I don't know. All this die out like everything else, to be fair. Or literally just die out like everything else, and then she'll look back and go, oh, what was
Are you sure she's 32 though?
How old is she? I don't know. I thought she was 30. Cause I knew she's definitely older than me.
I'm just saying because like Yasmin carries herself very mature, very mature.
But the thing was with Lani, yeah, because even when I was watching her on Backchat, the thing was with Lani is she's very immature. She's very hypey in a very immature way.
Do you know what? I think she's
16. Stuck like
it's hype. Like it's not like I think with her she's like she's times 10.
Yeah, she's very hype, and then she says stuff like this. Oh, I don't want a baby father, but I just want him to breed me, and then I'll raise a child myself. Like all of that stuff.
Like I expect that. I expect that from someone who's a teenager to say that.
And that's if they're not raised well. Do you get where I'm coming from? Like to me, that doesn't even make sense. Like how are you advertising that? And then you're like, I remember one of the things she was telling like young people, everyone listening to this. Don't let no man like fool you. They'll just take you for a ride and blah blah blah. But then you go and say something like, "Oh, I will have a child by a man, but I don't want him to be in that child's life." So you're gonna be a single parent by force because you're forcing a child. You're gonna raise a child and not like that. And what are you gonna teach your child? Like
this is it.
It sounds like flipping nonsense.
Yeah, man. I gotta admit, no.
I don't get it. I just don't get it. I don't get it.
V, you know what? Let's just hope that.
Imagine people like her running the world. Oh my gosh.
Well, V, let's just hope that we make the right choices. We build our foundation solid before we look to go and bring any children into this world. Do you know what I mean?
I already said to my I call her my auntie in it. Said to her yesterday that I'm not having no children unless I have my own house. Like I'm telling you, working in housing is not going to happen.
Yeah.
I will make sure I will have, even if it's a 1-bed flat. I'm not having something that I can't call my own and have a child. If it happens, it happens because things can happen. You get on, but I'm not going to go out there and do it knowing I don't have.
No. I agree. I mean, even with me, I'm trying to get myself, patterned in a way where I actually, because like next year, 29, near after that, 30. So, not that I ain't got I've got a very. One thing I'll say about me is that I have very level-headed. So I'm not kind of like don't have a plan and everything, but I need to kind of make sure that I follow it through, make the right decisions as well, because all these kind of things here, it's important to think about, But I think for Lauren to go and say, "Oh yeah, wanting to get me pregnant," no, you don't, no.
And you're saying, and you know, like, when you're saying it to your girls or you say it in your head, the fact that she actually voiced it, you know how scared? Like, I'm just thinking to myself, yeah. I remember one guy, yeah, it was on my birthday. It was me and a couple of my friends, and it was a guy who tried to meet me. He's like, "Yeah, I want you to have my babies." So I didn't even know this guy, and I felt so freaked out. Like even if I had a guy, yeah, and we're just linking each other, and he said, "Oh, I want to impregnate you," you know how cringe that sounds.
That's what I'm saying. But the thing
this
is,
stuff that apparently girls like. So just imagine if a girl said that to a man.
that's
Do you
what
know
I'm
how weird
saying.
that?
You know
You
what I
know
mean?
how weird
Oh,
a freaked out a man would be. I
this
would
is
be
it.
freaked out.
This is it. You see, so like for her to go and say that, yeah,
That
she's
is
really got to
scary.
think. Yeah, but
Like.
it is what it is, though, isn't it? But let's see how it plays out, though. Anyway, isn't it?
Mate, I'm out here waiting. When I'm at my desk doing my work, trust me, Instagram, I'm gonna see what's really
Yeah,
popping.
let's see how it plays out,
It
though,
will
innit?
die
And take
down
things
by
from
Friday.
there. Let's see how it plays out, innit? So yeah, but no, that was good today. I'm not gonna lie, it was good. I know it's quite controversial what's going on, but no, let's see how it plays out. And take things from there, really, innit? And then yeah, it should be all right.
For sure.
Oh, and one more thing before we go, yeah. Like I know I keep bringing it up in it, yeah.
Oh, here we
But
go.
you know what?
Okay.
But I don't keep bringing it up. But I know it's the reason why you don't believe what's going on with COVID, yeah. But did you see how the government just went and said how they forgot about the thousands of tests and didn't record it on? Did you see it today?
But I can't bother with COVID. Now you understand, yeah?
Yeah, no, I understand.
How can you forget? You took away 5,000 people because you didn't know who these 5,000 people were. Then you say, "Oh, actually, my manager called me just before 5 years," and I'm thinking, "Oh, your heart starts being like, why is she calling me, man? What have I done? Because I've been housing bare people using their finance stuff. When have I done something wrong?" So I got on the call, yeah, and then I realized that all the team was on. Obviously, we went into work on the 16th of September, and she's like, "Just to let you know, the new starter, Jonathan, he went into hospital on Thursday because he had COVID, and obviously we're just doing a time frame, and obviously when we was all at work together, and I was like, well, it is what it is, isn't it? Like, because does anyone have a headache?" And I just said to the team, yeah, I was like, who is not good? If someone has a headache or has a cold, does it mean that it's COVID? We've been having headaches. We've been dying of flus. Does it mean that it's COVID? I've got a headache now. I had a headache last week. I always get, because I suffer from tension headache. I've got a sniffle. My window's always open and the draft is coming in. Or what are the flu-like symptoms of, what is the symptoms of COVID-19? It's a flu, so it's a flu. Oh, actually, but you lose your taste buds. You do that when you have a flu. When you have a flu, you can't eat.
Nah, it's true.
You have a headache.
Yeah, no,
when you have a flu, you feel sick sometimes.
It's true, yeah.
You feel like you're dying when you have a casual flu. And someone that's prone to flus, because when I was young, I always used to get flus and take days off school. I know, and it's a flu. Like all these symptoms that people keep telling me about, it's a flu. So I have to tell you that it's a flu. So I can't even tell you what the symptoms are of COVID because it's a flu.
But yeah, but I think, you know what? I think they would need to differentiate. How long we got left? Because I know obviously work and everything, but
yeah. These two boys begging people to go cinema. No, but this is what I'm saying. The government. Oh yeah, it's been maybe 45 minutes. But that's what I'm saying. How is Boris begging people to go cinema in a closed environment? Yeah, but we've got to all be home by 10.
It doesn't make any sense.
But you're allowing school children and young children not to have their mask on, even though they're the ones that are playing with each other, kissing each other at school, talking in each other's faces, and going home to families that may have COVID.
I don't know, but I just wanted to say, I understand, yeah. I understand where you come from when you go and say, "Nana, you know what, this whole COVID thing, I'm not too sure," because obviously they're not even clear in terms of what they're doing.
Because they don't know. They like, it's all this like, you can go out but you can't go out. You go to cinema but you got to be in by 10. Are you trying to tell me you basically I'm technically 16 again? And as I said, yeah, it's all part of control. Everything is part of control. It's all part of control. Because really, truly, we actually don't know how many people died of this. How do you know? It could be 15 people.
we don't know in it, you know.
People
But
die, like we said before, people die of colds, general colds. Thousands and thousands and thousands of people die a year.
yeah.
Why
No, it's
is it
true.
that a lot of people, thousands and thousands and thousands of people die of cancer, yeah, every single year in every single country, yeah, but it's not as big as COVID. And people are
Well,
getting killed off
well, that's
on
the thing,
daily
really, because
basis with
that's the
cancer.
thing, really. You know,
It
eventually,
was
when
the
this,
difference.
what I'm saying, you know, people, you know, I've seen a lot on the internet stating that, you know, potentially this is chemical warfare. We just don't know. But I think, you know what? I think end of this year we'll probably find out what it is. But man, just like I said, stay safe and do what you need to do in it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, just carry on normal.
Yeah,
I think, yeah,
yeah.
like
But
someone said, well, somebody is killing people. It was like,
that's what I'm saying.
how many judges have we taken since birth? That's probably what's killing us. We should be taking all these people. I heard nurses say they're not going to vaccinate their children. Their immune system is a lot stronger without all these things to boost. Our immune systems are able to handle certain things. When we have all of these chemicals, yeah, it's lessening our it's lessening our strengths. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
For us to be able to
your natural immunity. Yeah,
naturally
no.
do. Do you know what I'm saying? We're naturally connected to the earth, but we're able to heal ourselves naturally, right? When you've got a flu, yeah, right, what do they tell you to drink? Honey and bloody lemon.
Honey and lemon, yeah,
When
and
you go out
ginger.
and go to doctors, or I need to get me sick. No, just drink honey and lemon. After 2
No,
days,
it's
you're
true.
fine again.
Yeah, no, it's true. You know.
Like, my doctor's chasing me down with a flu jab. I've had my flu jab for like 3 5 years. All of a sudden, I'm getting like 3 4 texts. You need to book it in now. Can you come on my? I'm thinking, but I haven't had my flu jab for years.
I'm not getting no flu jab. Honestly, I'm
What
not
flu
getting no
jab?
flu
What's
jab.
in this flu jab now? Next minute, I come in sterile. Imagine, yeah, they go and vaccinate a whole bunch of people, half them turn into zombies, or half them go in sterile. That's what they're doing in China. They're injecting people.
This
I'm not
COVID-19 thing, yeah. If what you're saying is true, must be some Iron Legend. You know, like film with Will Smith.
I already said, yeah, I am ready. I already said, yeah, if I saw a zombie running out across my road, I would be like, I told you guys. You guys want to kill me, and it'd be shocked. And I said it on my Instagram, like I think it was like last year. I said, what would you rather be, 10% humanity or 90% zombie? I can't lie.
No,
I got
it's
time
true.
to. Turn me, please, I beg.
But
Right?
let's see how the planet is, in it. Let's see how the planet is, in it. You know, but
It's crazy. It's crazy.
crazy. No, it is. Yes, yeah. Auntie Carlene, you're right. The flu jab is not the one that makes you is not the one that makes you 10 times worse. But I'm skeptical though about taking it. I mean,
Do you know what someone said to me? Yeah, that he knew people that took flu jabs and got like the worst flus ever. I remember I took a flu jab and I was just ill, like ill. It's like, but how have I got a flu jab? Is it not supposed to prevent me from having flus?
yeah, but you will get. But I remember when's the last one I had? I have to check my thing.
So what's the point of taking it if you're still gonna get it?
Yeah, cause I remember when I took it, I got really sick. And I was young. Yeah, I got really sick, and then I think I was out for like maybe like a week, and then I was fine after. But yeah, I got really sick.
Yeah, okay. But
Yeah.
it's just like, what's the point of taking a flu jab if you're already going to get the flu? So what? And half these injections that we're taking, yeah, do we actually know what we're taking?
No, we
do
don't.
we actually know what we're taking?
And you know, I think when I have children as well, I think
they make this flu.
With everything I'm going through now, I think when I have kids, definitely when it comes to flus and stuff like that, because I know some parents will go and say, actually, you know what? I don't want to vaccinate my children, you know, and I cannot understand why. And I don't think we should be penalising parents who go and say no. You know what I mean?
100%.
Naturally, it's like, oh, we've had all our immunizations, we're all up to date. But actually, nah, you don't always have to, you know. Let's see if your body's natural immunity can fight it off.
That's what I'm saying. This is what I said. If I don't take the flu jab, I don't even bother with it. And you got to think about it as well, yeah. Why is it like in this new generation, yeah, we're all dying quickly? But our but you hear stories of like hundreds of years ago, people living up to like 150.
Yeah, it's true. And
now when someone lives up to 150,
healing with natural remedies. Yeah, it's true.
Yeah. And now people that living up to 150, like you get a random Chinese person or one random person that's from Africa or from the Caribbean. Everyone's like, oh my gosh, like she lives to 120. But that used to be the norm. So what is happening then that's not happening now? I'm telling you,
true.
Half of the stuff is technology as well that's killing us.
No, 100%. No, I agree with you. Yeah, I agree.
And we eat all of that.
The exposure.
And they're the one who's feeding it to us. we have a choice. We don't have to take it. But even the stuff like fresh fruit and veg, all done in a lab. Do you know what I'm saying? All has some type of fertilization.
Fertilization, yeah, it's true.
And they're spraying this and spraying that and whatnot.
No, I agree with you.
It's so crazy. Like, but we never used to have that back in the day. So
why
are we having it now? Because there's too much people on the planet, so we need to produce even more food. So There's never too much people on the planet, you know. I can tell you that for sure. It's too much people for their system that they try to build, but there's never too much people on the planet. God did not make a planet and said actually only 50,000 people can be on this planet.
No. It's part of the, like I said, there'll be a new world order in it. That's what's gonna happen in it.
And this is exactly what's going on now.
But yeah, we'll see how things go. But you know what? Despite what's going on, Medina Talkie Happy will always be authentic and make sure to give people the real McCoy. That's what we're gonna be doing, guys. You know. So yeah, guys. So just to say, look, you know, me and Venice, we really appreciate the support and everything that you're putting in. You know, obviously now we're just being a bit more stricter because, you know, like V's back at work, we're all back at work, innit? And we're all trying to get, we're trying to get into bed early. But thank you for just tuning in. Yeah. Am I going live? I will say, V, just to let you know, I will say, yeah, probably next week though.
That's fine. That's fine.
No. Next week I'll be able to. But obviously my main thing will just be about trying to go to Ghana, everything. And then when I'm abroad in Ghana, like what I'll try and do is, because I've got unlimited everything, what I'll try and do is I'll try and do a Medina Talkie Happy from Ghana. Yeah.
All right then.
We're doing all right. Like,
actually, if you do have any like a spare time, if you're hungry, you go to the food store, can you just get me shea butter, please? That's all I want.
You want shea butter?
Yeah. I just want.
Wait, is it finished?
Bruh, like, I don't even know where it is. Like, I always use it for my feet, innit? Like, this is it. Like, this is like literally. I'm scraping it out.
But Denise, that's good. That's 1 year, you know.
This is the last one, you know.
But that's good.
So if you can get,
listen, Auntie.